Hey guys, it's Becca Gamer or Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel, my lovelies. I hope you're having an amazing day today. And if you're new to my channel, hi. Thank you for stopping by. All of these books, these three baskets here, are all books that I have bought for pretty questionable reasons. For example, I like the cover. I'm not crazy about the synopsis. I like the author. I wouldn't pick up the synopsis if it was any other book. There's multiple different reasons as to why I've bought all of these books. They are not on my actual physical TBR as you see behind me, because all of these synopses I want to read. Yes, let's get into it. These, I just didn't realize there were so many until I put them all together. So I'm trying to make myself realize that this is a problem, and I'm going to talk about my problem, and I'm hoping that maybe some of you will be like, oh my god, Rebecca, that book is so good, you need to read it, or Rebecca, don't read that, don't waste your time. So be cutthroat, tell me about these books, tell me what you think about these books. I'm gonna tell you why I think they might not be for me, and let me know if I'm right. There's only one way to find out, but let's get into it. We're gonna start with the top here. I will say these are in order by how long I've had them. I've had these for a while, except for Hurricane Wars. That's just a big book and it doesn't fit down here. Had these for not as long as those, and then the ones down here I haven't had for too bad of a time. Okay, the top shelf is now empty. Let's get into these books, you guys. First up, I have Stephen King, The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. Now, this book I only got because, look at the cover. Look at the cover. I love this cover. I wanted to read another Stephen King. I read The Eyes of the Dragon, Head of the Dragon, whatever that is by Stephen King. I did not care for it whatsoever. But I heard that his short story collections are good. And I couldn't say no to this cover. And this is basically about, it says, themes of morality, the afterlife, guilt, and what we would do differently if we could see into the future or correct the mistakes of the past. Am I like, yes, I actually want to read from Stephen King based off the last book? No. Do I read short story collections? No. So I don't think this is going to be for me, but I bought it because it's pretty, and if I'm going to give a questionable book a chance, it's going to be pretty, okay? But it does have some street cred to it. Books and Lala actually gave this, I'm looking at my computer, Books and Lala actually gave this book 4 stars. She said, like, with all of, like, rating each story, she averaged it out to a 3.6, but the stories that were good were really good. I might have a chance with this, but that's banking on Kayla's recommendation. Next, I have The Nanny by Gilly Macmillan. I have read I Know You Know by the same author, and I loved it. I loved the crime, I loved the story, I loved the way all of the different character perspectives were thread together so beautifully. I loved it so much. This synopsis, I don't care. It's all it says is that, or I guess our main character had a nanny, and then for whatever reason she disappeared, and then a few years later somebody comes back and visits the daughter. I don't know, or maybe the daughter comes back. This synopsis I do not care about whatsoever. The only reason I got it is because of this author, and I liked them before, and the fact that this was a used book. It was really cheap, so that's why I got it. But I would not read this based off the synopsis. And one bad thing about it is Books and Lala also read this, and she gave it 2 stars. She said, this was one of the least mysterious mysteries I've ever read. Usually Gilly Macmillan really does it for me. Oh well, maybe her next one. So I'm scared for this. Next, I have Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. You can probably assume why I bought this. I actually bought this used, so I felt very special to find such a pretty book. And the synopsis is fine. I don't hate it. It's basically about a woman who's an overachiever, but after she gets her PhD, she decides to go to Vegas, and apparently she has some great times in Vegas, and she drunkenly ends up getting married to a woman in Vegas. And basically this short book is her and her now newly wife going along this new life together. But then at the end of the very short synopsis, it does say that she kind of is able to ignore real life when she's with her wife, but for whatever reason she has to now face reality. I guess that's interesting. It doesn't really catch my attention for real, but I love the cover, so I'm willing to give it a chance. Is that bad? I don't know how bad that is. Some of these are questionable, some of them are bad. Just wait. Next, I have Fablehaven by Brandon Mole. I got highly recommended this by, I used to work at a bookstore. One of my coworkers highly recommended this to me, especially because I love the Percy Jackson series. The synopsis does not interest me whatsoever, but I bought it because it was recommended to me, and I also bought it because I got the full box set on sale. So now I have this whole collection. I hope I like it. We got some questionable ones here. So first I have Song of Silver, Flame Like Night by Emil Wen Zhao. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. This book is so stunning. Like, I don't need to say anymore. I love this. I love dragons. But some things about me that I don't love about books. YA books that are fantastical and long. Synopses that are really long. I'm not interested in this fantasy story. It's about a girl who is in a kingdom of some sort, and it gets invaded and they're not allowed to use their magic anymore, and she loses her mother through that. And then one night a boy saves her life, and now they're on this magical journey of trying to figure out what really happened, or why whatever happened to her mom happened. I don't know. The only reason I'm willing to give it a shot is because of this cover. And we also like reading from different authors, so that's also very important. But this synopsis, Next is A Magic Steeped in Poison by Judy I. Lin. Look at, this book is just stunning. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. But another great thing about this is when I worked at the bookstore, this is a duology, and I actually got both books for the price of one. So now I have two beautiful fantasy books. I'm very picky about fantasy. Do I want to read a book about a tea competition because the main character accidentally killed their mother and might accidentally kill their sister with poisonous tea? Not really, but look how pretty that synopsis is. I'm gonna read them. Will I enjoy them as much as I enjoy the cover? Next up is The Bone Orchard by Sarah A. Mueller. The actual synopsis really doesn't interest me. It's the fact that it reminds me of The Bone Houses. I enjoyed it. It was a short, quick YA fantasy, nothing crazy, world building, high fantasy. Like, it was good for me. I enjoyed it. That's what this reminded me of. I found this for a very good price, and I thought the cover was really pretty. It says, "Secrets grow in the dark." The back interests me more than the synopsis. The back says, "Charm is a traitor, a witch, a whore, a prisoner, a survivor, and now she must also solve the Emperor's murder." This kind of gives me Six of Crow vibes, because Six of Crows had a group of misfits trying to figure something out, and I guess the Emperor was murdered. So only a small part of me is actually interested in this. I don't know how much I'm actually going to enjoy it, considering I'm not that interested in the synopsis. Next up, I have a classic. Well, not an old classic, but like a nowadays classic. Okay. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larson. I've been recommended this, maybe biasedly. I have 2 people that I know, they rated this 4 stars and 5 stars. So people I know thought this was really good, and I do enjoy crime stories, so I can understand why someone would recommend this to me. But I also have a dragon tattoo, so obviously people who haven't even read this think I should read it because of my tattoo. And I feel like it's wrong if I talk about it and I don't show you, so I don't know how much of it you're gonna be able to see. Could you see him? So basically, someone from a wealthy family went missing, and an uncle of our main character is still trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not interested, but I have a dragon tattoo, so I guess I'm interested. Next, I have Black Butterfly by Robert M. Drake. I've flipped this open and read a poem or two, and I'm really not blown away by it. I just love the way it looks. I think it's very pretty, and that's the only reason why I want to read it. Not because I think this is actually going to be poetry that's going to blow me away, but I could be proven wrong. Lastly, for the top shelf, I have R.L. Stine, which is the author of Goosebumps. This is Fear Street. This is a collection of short stories. The only reason I bought it is because it was super cheap, and it was the author of Goosebumps, and I really like this cover. Am I actually interested in what it's about? No. It's just basically about a kid that died, and their best friend is trying to figure out what happened. So if you think this is good, please tell me. Like, if you think any of these are good, give me some confidence to read these, because I need more confidence other than the fucking cover. I'm sorry if you hear any noise from the kitchen, but the second shelf is now empty, and we are going to go over those books and some of my questionable reasons. This one is terrible. Bittersweet in the Hollow by Kate Parcel. This synopsis is so long. First of all, red flag. Second of all, it's whatever to me. It really is. The forest doesn't forget. It waits. Yeah, it's basically about a spooky forest. I just love the cover. I genuinely don't remember how I got this book. I don't remember paying for this book. I don't remember being given this book. But I have it. And the cover's pretty. Is it actually good? I don't know. Next up is Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. I mean, the cover is so pretty. I love purple. I love the way the characters look. The vibe is so cute. I wanted a lesbian romance, and this is the first one I saw at the bookstore. It was a very spontaneous day. The actual synopsis is pretty boring to me. I don't read regular romance, so I don't know what made me think this would be good for me except for the cover. But I will say Books and Lala did give this 4 stars. And Homegirl's picky about her romance, so maybe I have a chance with this. I probably won't, but I might. I like my shit dark. This next book is called My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otesfa Moshfegh. I love the title. I would love a whole year of rest and relaxation. And I'm pretty sure my friend Kamaya, her sister, read this book and she really liked it. Someone I watch on YouTube, Lexi, her YouTube is Lexi, aka Newly Nova. She gave this 3 stars. She thought it was pretty pointless. So I'm scared this is going to be too slow paced for me, and the synopsis doesn't really grab my attention. This was kind of a not well thought out purchase. Like, I don't see myself enjoying this. I just thought that maybe I could because I like the title. It's so stupid. This is what I'm talking about. I need to stop buying books for this reason, for these dumb reasons, questionable reasons. Next up, I have Homer's Odyssey by Gwen Cooper. I bought this used. It's nonfiction. It's basically about a cat being rescued. I thought it would have more of a Greek angle to it because of Homer's Odyssey, but further inspection of the synopsis, it does not. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to enjoy this book. If it's just about a cat, I fucking love cats, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how much I'm actually gonna enjoy just a story about a cat. I don't know. I don't want to read a sad story. Next, Don't Ask If I'm Okay by Jessica Cara. I love this cover, and I also really enjoy the title as well. The synopsis is very average. It's your average YA contemporary. Basically, a boy or two boys, best friends, are in a car wreck and one of them passes away. The one that survives obviously struggles to live. And if I'm reading contemporary, I like depressing contemporary. So I mean, I think I could enjoy this, but nothing about this, including the synopsis, makes me think I would enjoy it other than the cover and the fact that it's potentially depressing. Me and these damn covers. I need to stop. This next book came out in 2006. Lillian Jackson Braun's The Cat Who Dropped a Bombshell. It's a cat mystery. I love mysteries. I love cats. The only thing that's holding me back is the fact that it's old. The writing style is probably older, but an old coworker at the bookstore, coffee shop I used to work at, recommended this to me. So, did they recommend it to me just because it's a cat mystery or because it's also good? I don't know, but it's short. I don't know. Next up is We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. This is just an overall recommendation. Most people enjoyed this book. Most people like this book. Books and Lala gave it 5 stars and said it was a very heavy book. What puts me off is the fact that it's about aliens. I don't care for alien stories, but everyone raves about this. The cover is pretty, so I picked it up anyway. Is it gonna be for me? I don't know, but I have it whenever I decide to read it. And that's the problem. Like, I don't need, this is like 30. Like, I have, if you want, go check out my Goodreads. I have a list. It's called Questionable TBR. It's 31 books. 31 books that I'm questionable about reading because I bought them for questionable reasons. Like, I'm gonna pick any of these books at any given day over these. And that's an issue. I need to stop buying books for questionable reasons. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. And like I said, I also want you guys to convince me to read some of these. The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barhin. I mean, I love the cover, and it looks like there's a baby dragon on the cover. So, I mean, what more do I need? Not much. It is YA fantasy. So, I mean, it's 50-50. It could be really bland, or it could be my style because I'm not into high fantasy. Books and Lala gave this 4 stars, so that's even more street cred for it. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is middle grade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is middle grade. So I don't know how I would like this. The synopsis doesn't interest me. It basically, their town leaves a kid as an offering, and the lady in the forest takes care of these kids, I think. I don't know, but the cover's pretty. Next, I have the eyre affair by Jasper Ford. Another person at the coffee shop bookstore, they recommended this to me. I'm pretty sure they said it was turned into a movie or a TV show, but I was told I would enjoy it. The synopsis really isn't that interesting. The way that my old coworker told it to me, like proposed it to me, if you will, was a lot more interesting. But basically she can hop into books and get into them. So that's pretty interesting. It is an older book, 2001. So I don't know how much I'm gonna enjoy the writing style, but we'll see. Another highly recommended book, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I've heard a lot about this. I'm pretty sure I know quite a few people who have read this. I almost forgot to check my Goodreads for this book, actually. So I have a 4.5 star, 3 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. So I think my cat is trying to get into my room. This could be kind of okay for me. This could be really good for me. The synopsis really doesn't interest me that much, but this is a well talked about, well liked book. So when I saw it used for less than $5, I just decided to pick it up. But like I said, fantasy is not really my thing. I'm very picky about it, so we'll see. If you've watched any of my past videos, the last time Pumpkin was here, she was a kitten. Ooh! Say hi. I love her. She's 5. She's a big girl. You gonna be making all this noise now that you're in here, Pumpkin? You can guess why I got this next book. By Du Marer. I'm so sorry. That's probably not how you say your name. But obviously I got this book because it's my name. It is a romantic suspense. I'm pretty sure it has some type of crime investigative story or something like that. Partially why it was recommended to me by some people at the coffee shop and bookstore. Pumpkin! Do you want to say hi? Come here, baby. Oh, he's my big boy. Hi, Haven. Let me show them to you. Or let me show them you. Yeah, the synopsis really doesn't interest me that much. People just said I would like it. Books and Lala gave it 3 stars though. Other people said it was really good. It's based off of a movie was made based off of this. So it has to be good to a degree, right? The last time you were on my channel, you were a baby. He was like this big. He's a big boy now. Okay, we are now at the last shelf, finally. We got a lot of fantasy here, okay? And I'm gonna really need y'all to convince me to read these fantasy books. First is Delicious Monsters by Lizelle Sambury. I love this cover, first of all. This has magic in it. Daisy sees dead people. This is double timeline, so we have a story from the past, and then our main character from the present is trying to figure out what really happened in the past. And there's like a haunted estate with it. I don't know, the synopsis really doesn't interest me that much, but it is something that I would give a try, especially considering with a really pretty cover. I'm sorry. Haven is moving around in the seat, and now she's blocking the computer. Hopefully she moves by the time I need to look at it. Next, I have The Greek Way by Edith Hamilton. I did not steal this from the library. This actually came into the coffee shop and bookstore when I worked. We can't take library copies, and the person who had this did not want their books back, so I was able to grab this. The only reason I grabbed it is because it's by Edith Hamilton. I have Mythology by Edith Hamilton. I started, but I hated the copy I had because the words were so small, so I bought a new copy. Haven't gotten into it yet, but I bought this because I have that one as well. This synopsis really doesn't interest me. It's just because it's by Edith Hamilton. I'm gonna butcher these names. Oh! Haven just messed up my computer, so we're gonna rock on without the Goodreads. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this. Orphia and Eurydicius by Elise John. I love Greek retellings. I have cat hair on my nose, that's why I keep on scratching it. I love Greek retellings. The only reason I wanted this one was because of the cover. The synopsis and like their story doesn't interest me that much to where I would want a book for real, but this cover is pretty. This is horrible. Anyway, next up, Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chen. This is so beautiful, and I love dragons, so I thought I might be into this. This is basically about a girl. Her father is murdered, and she wants to figure out why he was murdered because he was such a great man. And she actually ends up going in disguise as a man, as her brother, to be able to figure out what happened to her father and also develop her engineering skills. I'm just hoping when I read this there's more dragons in it. Now, this would be great if I had my computer. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole May Herrera. I'm pretty sure Books and Lala gave this a low score. But yeah, I was actually recommended this directly because of the characters in it. I was told that I would like the characters in here. The synopsis isn't really that interesting to me. The title is interesting. I think the cover is pretty cool. But I've heard good things and I've heard bad things about this, so I really don't know how I would feel about this. And based off the synopsis, not that great. But I have it. A Feather So Black by Lyra Celine. Again, if I'm thinking correctly, Books and Lala gave this a pretty decent score. The synopsis, it's very like folk fantasy. Hidden gate to the folk realm is discovered. High fantasy. And I just don't, it's really hard for me to get into high fantasy. So the only thing that's really bringing me along is the pretty cover and the fact that I think Books and Lala like this. Okay, next is The City of Stardust by Georgia Summers. I love this cover. It is very, very stunning. The beginning of the synopsis is very questionable to me. For centuries, the Everleys have seen their best and brightest disappear, taken as punishment for a crime no one remembers, for a purpose no one understands. Their tormentor, a woman named Penelope, never ages, never grows sick, and never forgives a debt. That sounds like a lot of unanswered questions. And fantasy, high fantasy is already hard for me to go through, but if we're just going through the book because of the adventure and not because like of an actual plot, I really struggle with that. But 2 people I know rated this very highly, 4+ stars. So I'm thinking it can't be bad, can it? I mean, look how pretty it is. Finally, we're on to the last one. There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. I love the black and red. I think this cover is really pretty. Any fantasy books that have a map, which some of the ones here do, I get very nervous because I'm like, does so much happen or we move so much to where I need a map to follow along? Crazy. This synopsis is whatever to me. I got this on sale and it kind of gave me Six of Crow vibes. That's the only group book that I've really read trying to like solve something, so I guess that's why I keep on saying Six of Crows. But it's a hefty book for me not really caring about the synopsis, but the cover is pretty. David! Of course, I forgot a book. The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon, maybe? My mom got me this book for my birthday. Look how beautiful it is. You already know what I'm gonna say. Long synopsis, map, high fantasy. I don't know if I'm actually going to enjoy this, but I do enjoy this cover and I love purple. So are you disappointed in me yet? And that is my whole entire questionable TBR. Like I said, I would really appreciate it if you guys let me know down in the comments if you liked or if you hated any of these books, if you think based off of what I've told you, or even if you go check out my Goodreads based off of what I've liked and disliked before, how I would feel about any of these. Some guidance would be nice. If there's any of these books that you are interested in me reading, I am going to do a reading vlog based off of this TBR, but I just want to do a little bit more research and get some more opinions before I choose the books that I decide to read. I hope I didn't have you too long. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a like. Even think on subscribing if you like this vibe and if you want to see more from me. And yeah, I can't wait to see you again. Bye.